but it is slippery when wet here. I think
I think that might count.
I think it's wet. We are Michelle, Phillip, Bean, and Hops, and together we were playing hooky from teaching. Come along on our adventures. This is going to be interesting. We'll see what happens. Alrighty, good morning. It is Saturday, and we are in Gainesville, Florida. So we're actually staying in Old Town, which is like 25 or so minutes away from here. But we came out this morning to get some breakfast. We went to Mama's, which was a mixture of, you know, home cooked breakfast and a little bit of southern artwork. But now we're in Gainesville, and we are at a flea market because Michelle is obsessed with jewelry, even though she wears the same jewelry every single day. Okay, defend yourself.
I'm not going to defend myself.
Okay, she doesn't need to defend herself. But anyway, so we're gonna check out this flea market. It should be kind of fun because we actually love flea markets and estate sales, and I'll defend Michelle. We live in a trailer. We don't have room for a whole bunch of stuff, so jewelry's small. So there you go. Okay, so we left the flea market. I actually got some cool teaching materials. I got 13 or 14 Time magazines from 1942 and 1943. So that was awesome. The guy was kind of reluctant to give them to me for a deal, but I got them for a steal, honestly. Kind of pulled the teacher card, like, it makes you feel better. There's gonna be hundreds and hundreds of kids who are going to, you know, have their fingers on these and get to learn from him. And he's like, okay. But anyway, we are at Fanning Spring. What is jumping out there?
Fish, lots of them.
Fanning Spring State Park, and it's pretty cool. It's got a good green space, and there's a bunch of fish jumping out here.
There's also manatees sometimes.
And manatees.
But this is why the swimming area.
Any manatees?
It's so clear though.
It is so clear.
They did say that there was a river flood watch here, so I guess this makes sense.
It'd be a really fun summer swimming area though.
Seriously, look how clear it is. It's just so pretty.
So it's I don't know if you can see that sign over there, but it is slippery when wet here. I think
That might count.
I think it's wet.
Water is so crazy clear here. It's gorgeous. So that's got to be at least a couple feet underwater. And here where it's deeper, maybe almost 5 feet underwater, and it's so clear.
Okay, so we didn't see any manatees, unfortunately, but that whole kind of boardwalk area was actually pretty cool. It's a nice little walk in the shade with the water surrounding you. That was really nice. So we're walking back towards the parking lot. There's another little trail called, I think, the Wagon Trail that we're just gonna kind of walk around, but it's a pretty small state park. Not honestly too much here. I think in the summer when it's really hot, I bet it's packed because that swim area, it's actually really, really nice. So yeah, that's about it. I've been taking some pictures because I've kind of been neglecting that lately. Just haven't taken too many of them. So hopping back into that. Any words, Michelle?
No words.
How you doing?
I'm tired, but it's warm right here.
Michelle found a sunny spot. Okay, should we finish our hike?
We just started.
I guess we just started. Should we continue our hike? That was a yes. The vines just chilling there.
I don't know how well it's going to show up on the GoPro, but these sides in the center of the streets here are just filled with these really pretty purple flowers. I really don't know how well they're going to show up.
Try the other camera maybe.
They're gorgeous. And then some places there's these little yellow daisy things, and then there's these taller red flowers and some little white ones in some places. Like, look at that. Gorgeous. Super cute.
Okay, good morning. So today is Sunday, and we are actually heading out to go check out Manatee Springs State Park. It's a place where you can swim, you can kayak, and hopefully see some manatees. So apparently this is like the hub for manatees. It's like all protected. There's multiple different federal and Florida state laws protecting these manatees. So it's pretty cool. Michelle, what are you doing?
I am doing an Insta post for us.
Good old Instagram.
We've been real bad about posting.
Yeah, I've fallen off.
So, yeah, that's where we're at.
And in other news,
Bean has tucked himself in. And he's snoring.
Hoppy is also doing very good. She could care less that I'm filming here. Normally she's like the camera queen.
It's nap time.
It is nap time.
This girl's got her priorities straight.
Okay, so I think we're gonna get on out of here and go check out the state park. Okay, so you can kind of see the shimmer right in the front, right in the middle, right there. That's Manatee. I'll throw the other lens on and we can get a better zoom in of it. So that white blob, and it's Mr. Manatee. I think those are catfish. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Manatee Springs State Park is super cool. We were just talking about the fact that we think state parks in the South are like infinitely better than state parks in Washington, maybe Oregon, but like definitely Washington. We need to get our act together apparently in Washington because they have like an amazing campground here. They have a really, really cool picnic area, shelters, huge bees, kind of like playgrounds. But then they also have probably almost some like half mile of boardwalk where you can go out to the river. There's like the pool, the natural spring there where you can swim. There's scuba divers there that are, I think they're like training like a class. And then there's a manatee in it. So, you know, like win-win. But this was really, really cool. What would have made it way better for us is if we had a paddleboard or a canoe or kayaks, because then you can explore the spring feeds into the river, the Sawani River. I'm gonna butcher it, but it feeds it and it's super, super cool. So if you come here, you really should get some sort of watercraft.
Okay, so being that we are Pacific Northwesterners, we really enjoy our coffee. And we have found that since we've been in the South, especially Florida for whatever reason, there just aren't good coffee places. Like, apparently that's not a thing here. So, since we had to go into Gainesville to do a couple errands, we decided that we would take advantage and get some Starbucks. And yes, that is a venti, because it sounded good. So, now we're gonna head back to the trailer and probably just chill for the rest of the day. Sounds kind of nice. Okay, good morning. So today is our last day here in kind of the old town, I guess kind of Gainesville area. We're like an hour away from Gainesville. So unfortunately, we're having to leave. This is by far the best hip camp we've ever stayed at. It has full hookups. The kind of, I guess, pad area where we park the trailer is super nice. The hosts are super nice. It's just about everything that you would actually want from, like, I don't know, a place to leave your trailer. So that's been super nice. Where we're heading next is actually Orlando. So just kind of outside of Orlando, and we're going to be there for just under a week. But part of that is I'm actually flying back to Washington because I'm going to a bachelor party. It'll be the first time we've been away from each other since like September. Hey, Michelle, you're sad.
Yeah.
But now, what are we going to go do?
We're going to go dump. We're going to make sure that, so usually when we clean up, I make sure the inside is done and ready and Phil does the outside. However, I'm kind of nervous with the whole pilot strike with Alaska, and that's where, like, Phil's flying back on Alaska. I'm really nervous that, like, what if he doesn't get back on time and I have to move the trailer and something crazy happens? Something unrealistic happens. So we're going to make sure that I know how to do everything. And I know how to do, like, 90% of it. But we're gonna make sure.
Yep. So we're gonna go make sure Michelle knows how to dump our tanks. And then she's gonna drive on out of here, actually.
I am. Yeah, I haven't actually driven our trailer ever because I am working usually while we drive. So that'll be a good time.
All right, let's go do it.